Hey guys, welcome back to Roots TV Sport. We've had a massive week of sport with Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather fight, the fight of the century. We've had the EPL finishing up, and we've also had the Champions League semi-finals as well. So it's been a massive week of sport. Today we've got a special episode. We've got a special guest, Mohammed, and he's a professional Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu athlete. So it's going to be good to get to know him and ask him a few questions about his previous, career competitions and things like that. So yeah, let's get started. So first of all, how did you actually become have an interest in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu? How did it come about?
I would say it's pretty lucky the way I came across Jiu-Jitsu. I was basically in high school. I made mutual friends with a good friend of mine now, William Diaz. So we used to just catch up at school and stuff, and after school, because he went to a different school close to my school, we used to catch up at the local shopping center and stuff. At the time I was playing soccer, I was very passionate about soccer. And he told me that he kept talking to me about this grappling sport, jiu-jitsu. I never used to pay much attention to it. He used to be telling me, oh yeah, I'm going training every day, and I'd go back home, I wouldn't train as much because I'd train soccer maybe twice a week or something, and he'd go every day after Galleria, he'd go at 4 o'clock, he'd be on the bus to training. I said, this guy trains a lot, what is he training for? He said, I'm training jiu-jitsu, man. Him and his dad ran a gym in Mount Loli. So eventually he just kept telling me, come down, come check it out, man. And I was like, oh yeah, not really interested, man. Eventually, ages down the track, eventually went down, watched the first class, and it wasn't really love at first sight, you know what I mean? I looked at it and I was like, man, this looks weird. It looks like a bunch of guys rolling around, hugging each other, all sweaty. I'm like, this is a bit crazy, man. You know what I mean? And then when you first see it, it's very hard to understand. Even when I show my friends now these days, and they're looking at it, they're like, man, this guy, it looks very weird, you know what I mean? If you don't understand what's going on. So then I sort of left it again for a while. And then soccer season had ended. I was about 19 years old, soccer season had ended, and I was like, gaining a bit of weight, man. So I was like, oh, let me go try the jiu-jitsu thing. I was thinking my weight is gonna help me out, and I was like, yeah, it shouldn't be too bad, I'm a big guy, big heavy guy. I was pretty big back then. So I was like, this might help me out. So then I tried it, man. That was my first contact.
Any sport, in general, especially Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, require discipline, conditioning, and things like that. Were you disciplined at quite a young age? Were you brought up very disciplined towards other aspects in your life that kind of helped become disciplined with Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu?
I always grew up in a pretty disciplined household, man. So I think, but that probably didn't play a big part. I think Jiu-Jitsu teaches you a lot of things when it comes to discipline. Obviously, in the mat, in the gym, my coaches, who I have a lot to thank for, taught me from the beginning. It's a very disciplined, like any martial artist, man. You learn to become very disciplined from the beginning. You know what I mean? Yeah. When you first start into the mat, it's all about respect. It's all about respecting your teammates. In Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu itself, it's not different from any other martial arts. Very, very discipline based and respect based. So it wasn't really much of an issue, man.
Yeah, definitely. And young people in general, they grow like a love for a sport and things like that, and they'll be playing it for quite a while. But then they'll come, say, I don't know, it could be months, years down the track, and sometimes you'll find them either if it's due to injury or it's due to just sort of giving up on themselves, giving up on their goals, and they sort of just quit. They quit the sport that they love because they, maybe they don't think they can make it and things like that, or if they're injured, they don't want to get back into that sport again. What advice would you give to people in that sort of situation?
What advice I'd give is just do what you love. It doesn't matter there's always that fear factor that, I might not make it, or I might not, be successful in this, but as long as you're doing what you love every day in your life, you'll be happy, you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
I feel like in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu as well, it's not a massive sport in the world at the moment, but anyone who trains Jiu-Jitsu can tell you, those who don't train it professionally, or want to become a professional athlete, those who just train every day after work or whatever, they'll tell you it's a big part of their life, and they do it because they love it. I think you really have to, if you enjoy what you're doing, don't give up, just keep doing it, try to fit around your lifestyle. But if you're trying to become a professional at something, I think that you should always just try to stay motivated, I know it's hard sometimes to stay motivated when you got a lot of other aspects, life, like relationships, schooling, all these kind of things, but I think there's always a way for someone to achieve something if they want it bad enough. It just depends. If you want it bad enough, you'll go after it. If you don't want it bad enough,
that why you want to get there, why you want to achieve that. But
you need to be doing it for the right reasons too, So if you really truly love what you do, you'll always make time for it, and you always chase your dreams.
Definitely. And so you have the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu World Championships in a couple of months, is it? In Long Beach, California. And what is your sort of plans after that, in terms of Jiu-Jitsu and things like that?
Well, to keep competing in as many world championships as I can. Obviously, at the moment I'm a blue belt, 4th stripe, so I want to compete in the purple, the brown, and obviously the elite division, which is the black belt division. And I just want to keep competing till I become a world champion one day, God willing. But yeah, I'm training hard for it at the moment. It's in 2 weeks, and I think I'm confident I can bring back home a good result.
So it's in 2 weeks?
I think it's in about 2.5 weeks. I leave to America. So today is Sunday. 2 Sundays from now, I leave on the Monday. So.
Wow. And how long are you going there for?
I'm in America for a week leading to the competition. So just to adjust to the time difference and stuff like that. And then I'll be there for 2 weeks after, just moving around, traveling.
Have you got sort of like your matchups yet, or do you know who you're fighting, who you're competing against?
No, like in the world championships, every fight's going to be hard, like you can't really go in there. There's probably going to be about 160 people in my division, so I can't come up with 160 strategies, you know what I mean? Like, so it's just play your game, try to get to your position as soon as possible. Like my game is very submission based, so I'll just try to get to my position as soon as possible, and that's it, I don't really focus too much on my opponents. I do what I do in training, do it in competition, and just
focus on your own game.
Focus on my own game. If you focus too much on other people, then you're already a step behind, in my opinion.
Exactly. No, 100%. I agree. No, that's awesome. Thanks for watching another episode of Roots TV Sport. We had a great time in the studio today. I hope you guys did too. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And we've got some really exciting news coming soon. We can't wait to share with you guys as well. And we'll see you next time.
Awesome.